Right there, guys, welcome back non-league to Premier League. Today's a big day. It is our first game in charge of England. We will be doing 2 games on the episode today because we will get back to Wolves action as well. We'll be playing our first game in the Europa League. So, I'm not going to mention anything about Wolves. We'll get into that later. England squad then. We've got a few faces in there who we will know. In fact, you'll probably know everybody on the team, to be honest. Issues that we've got a few people out injured. Obviously, this is only the International League Division A, so it's just basically like the Cup of Nations. It's not an important thing, so we're not going to bring you too many England games this season, purely for the fact that really this is all just warm-ups for the next European qualification. So I just thought the reason that we bring you this one, obviously, is because it's our first game in charge. So hopefully we're going to hit the ground running. Not only that, as you can see up in the top left hand corner there, first game that we got in charge is against Germany. Germany, boys. So this is a big one. Team that we're going with then today, we've got an 11 of Pickford, Vela, Stones, Morris, Aarons, Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham in midfield, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Phil Foden and Raheem Sterling behind Marcus Rashford. Not everybody is fully fit. Not everybody has so far played for their clubs. There are players that we're going to be bringing in the likes of Jadon Sancho, etc., who are not old in this game yet and are still in very good form at club level. But I haven't quite tinkered with the squad the way that I would want to at the minute. So that's the 11 we're going for today. Let's get into it and see if we can't give the Germans a good whooping. Whoop them. Give them a good whooping. So into it we go. Apparently, at some point today we will do so. So into the dressing room then, we will say assertively, let's give the fans a performance that they are after. We'll end that team talk. Tunnel. It's a special day. I can't wait to get started. We'll attack with intensity. I'm delighted for Pickford in his 100th appearance. Max Aaron's lack of match fitness. He's good to go. He is. Max. We brought Max back into the squad. We've actually got a few Wolves players in the squad now, especially in that defence. So here we go then, guys. And Germany have actually started on the front foot here in the first 5 minutes. And Lenk is a very, very dangerous man to have playing against us. Very good striker and just hit the post there with the free kick, and at the moment we haven't got going. So Vela with the throw in on the left hand side finds Phil Foden. He's got Hudson-Odoi in front of him. Foden's going alone, and that was just terrible. We would be very animated on the sidelines if this was obviously at Wembley where we are today. Poor there from Phil Foden. We are dominating possession but not doing much with it. In fact, we're doing nothing with it. 65% of the ball and 3 shots on 3 shots on goal, only 2 on target. Not good enough. We demanded more. Show a bit of passion. Come on. Absolutely nothing going on then. So this first game as England manager has been really underwhelming. I was kind of hoping that we'd put a shift in today. Aarons then finds Morris. Morris is going to go over to Johnny Stones. Stones goes out wide, finds Hudson-Odoi. All the way over to Sterling. Is Sterling going to come up with a moment of magic? No. It's a very good save. Look, a nice strike though. So a corner kick. Sterling's going to whip the ball in. And Barnder there just straight away clears the ball. And that may be highlight over, potentially. No, Lenk gets the ball. Germany then on the counter-attack. Vela makes a terrific challenge. And we would expect no less from our boy. So Germany's starting to come onto us. I am going to aggressively say I am not happy with your performance so far. Rashford's playing terribly. Raheem Sterling's not playing very well either. Neither is Philip Foden. So we're going to end the team talk there. Tactically, right. We're not going to walk the ball into the box. We're going to go with... Do you know what? Let's come off the tiki-taka. Let's go into a positive gegenpress. We want him still playing as a winger. We do want you on an inside forward role, but supporting. Declan Rice is still going to come back into that ball-winning midfielder role. Box to box for Jude Bellingham? No, I don't think so. We'll give him a little bit of freedom. Just help Phil Foden a little bit. None playing well at the moment. Morris is going to obviously be covering then. So, no, you want to be defending. You're not great at going forwards. Pass into space. We've got a much higher tempo now. I think I'll just have it as a higher tempo, not a much higher tempo. Counter press, counter, higher defensive line. Let's see if we can't really get into them then during the second half of this game, because the first half was very, very underwhelming. And straight away, oh no, I didn't want to praise them. That was not what we wanted to do at all. I wanted to demand more. All the boys are probably looking now on the field saying, what are you doing, Gaffer? Jude Bellingham then back to Sterling, back to Bellingham, and he's somehow got two bites of the cherry there, and that's a little bit more than fortunate for Jude Bellingham, but it is his first goal underneath us. The ball's really poorly cleared. I mean, nice pass down to Sterling. Sterling gives it him back first time. I mean, to be fair, the second effort's really good because it's hit on the volley, but poor from Germany, you must say. Marcus Rashford and Sterling are absolutely shocking this afternoon, and that is something we're going to address. We have got no time for people who are not putting in performances. So, Mason Greenwood, step up. We're going to play you as an advanced forward. Raheem Sterling's going to come off, but who are we going to bring on in his place? And with not having Jadon Sancho in the squad, I have potentially really messed myself up here. In fact, I will say that I have messed myself up drastically because we've got nobody to bring on for Sterling unless we do something really crazy. Trent, I know it's not your position, but you got the attributes to do it. We're going. Germany then straight with a free kick. Deckert's over it. And that was a fantastic strike. John Stones gives away the free kick. And Jordan Pickford, on his 100th cap for England, couldn't get his hands to it. I mean, it's a nice strike. Load of curl on the ball. Pickford tries to get across as best as he can. Just not good enough. And at the moment, we are just not good enough. Really going to have to look at the England squad properly. I mean, we haven't taken this seriously so far because it is just a minor competition. The FA aren't even interested in it. Have told us that they won't be judging us based on performances in this. But obviously, we would like to use it as a bit of a confidence booster. As the ball's played up to Greenwood, it takes a little bit long, but does get there. And Hudson-Odoi heads straight down the middle of Aka. Not good, gentlemen. It really isn't good for the start of our campaign as the England gaffer. We want wins and we want convincing ones. And this is not good. Phil Foden then presses the ball nicely, plays it through for Greenwood. He's offside, but some nice pressing there from Phil Foden. Played the ball just a little bit too late. I mean, it was a knee offside, but a knee's a knee, and we are going to just show some passion for the last 10 minutes. I mean, we've been much the better side here, but stats-wise, stats don't mean nothing, do they? The only thing that's important and will be important to the England fans is that little thing in the corner that says 1-1. Holzer then plays the ball back. He's got Scholl. Obviously, we know Scholl very well. Scholl again. Solid. Back to Aka. Aka out onto the left-hand side to Bridgner. Finds Lenk, and Lenk is very dangerous. Pickford gets down to his right-hand side. It's a good save. We don't want that man one-on-one too often because that is a recipe for disaster. Holger gets it in. Foden then launches the ball forward. Can we just have a little bit of creativity for 5 minutes? Can we get something other than a draw? Obviously, we don't want to take a loss. That's not what we're looking for. Max Aarons then races forward. He's on a yellow card. It should have probably brought him off, honestly. Plays into the middle, and Hudson-Odoi with a great volley, but it's just, well, high and wide, really, isn't it? But a nice connection, just not accurate. So that was very underwhelming, wasn't it, as an experience? We would have expected better, and aggressively, that's not good enough. The England team are going to find out very, very quickly, the same way as my guys at Wolves had to, We will not stand for poor performances. And for the next game, I think we're going to have to bring some people in and maybe take some people out. So there we are then. We will be back now with the Wolves game very, very shortly. See you in a bit, guys. Right then, guys, here we are back with part 2. We are now back at Wolves, obviously. First European game today then. So we are away at Slavia Prague. In our group also Lazio and Olympiacos. So not an easy group, but it could have certainly been tougher. Do believe that Lazio are probably going to top the group, but we should cement that second spot. So since you was last with us then, obviously we was here on the first day of the season for that 4-0 drubbing of Everton. We then beat Fulham away from home with Emmanuel Vignato again on the score sheet. We then beat Newcastle with Peter Scholl getting his first goal and Rony Lopez scoring. And then we beat Leeds in a 3-2 victory. Very, very good game. Lots and lots of highlights with Madueke and Vinicius Jr. on the score sheet. I must, if I can, show you this goal from Rony Lopez. Oh, God, we've gone straight out of it, haven't we? Because I'm an idiot, guys. I do apologise. Where is it? Because look at this for build-up play. Right, we're going to have to go into the game to see. So, I mean, it come from a corner if this is the right goal. I hope now that I've got the right goal because I'm going to look such an idiot if I haven't. Yeah, Scholl got the assist. Look at this for a touch. So Lopez gets the ball, plays it to Scholl on the edge of the box. Look at that. And then a lovely left-footed finish curled into the corner there. Absolutely beautiful. So we can come back out of that now. Really, really nice. And Vinicius Jr. scored a goal which should never have happened. But it was unbelievable. Look at the angle on this. I mean, we deserved a goal. We definitely deserved a goal. We was very, very good against Leeds United. But look at what happens there. I hope that it's the full highlight. Vignato hits the post. Then the keeper saves. Saves again does Levy from Sessegnaga. And then from the most outrageous angle in the world, Vinicius Jr. just manages to slot it home. Very, very nice. And we've been looking very, very good. Then, just after all the international breaks, I completely swapped the squad around purely for thinking of focusing on Europe. Obviously, we want a good run in Europe this season because it would be nice to win the Europa League if we can. So I absolutely changed everybody in the squad. Literally a full 11 rotation. That probably wasn't the best thing to do considering how we've been playing and how we've been smashing teams. Unfortunately, we fell to a 2-1 defeat to Burnley. We was the better side, but obviously the boys aren't up to full match fitness. A lot of them didn't put in the shift that we would have liked for them to have put in, and we give away a penalty just before 50 minutes as well, which doesn't help the situation. So, Premier League wise, we are second in the table behind only Chelsea. We're doing very well. I'm not worried. I'm really not worried. I'm just not going to make quite such a drastic change of squad again. You know, guys, that was really stupid on my behalf. So I have to hold my hands up there and say, bit of a dumb move. So into the game today we go then. Away at Slavia Prague. Here we are. A very, very familiar 11 now. We've got Spilar in goal. Vela, Darby, Scholl and Aarons at the back. We've got Sassenjager and Gravenberch in the midfield. With Vinicius Jr., Gibbs, White and Vignato just behind Madueke. I think this could be a very good game for us and we need to hit the ground running in Europe and we want to also build a bit of confidence back up in the squad. A loss to Burnley is, you know, quite bad for the morale. Sorry for any Burnley fans out there, but, you know. So we are going to passionately say, the fans. Do it for the fans. And then we're going to tell all of the boys, I have got faith in you. Turn it around. Let's go. I know I can rely on Gibbs White. Hamza Chowdhury is out because he's no longer a starting 11 for us. Vignato does make us stronger. He's been playing well as Mr. Sessegnaga and we expect more from him today. So here we are, guys. Into the game we are. And we start with a throw-in on the right-hand side. Max Aarons plays it to Sessegnaga. Plays it inside to Ryan Gravenberch. Back to Sessegnaga. It goes out to Aarons on the right-hand side. Lovely ball in. Madueke hits the post. And within the first 8 minutes, we got a corner and we are on the front foot, which is nice to see. Vignato whips in the ball. Poor delivery, really. And that is going to be the end of that one. 15 minutes on the clock coming up. Not really an awful lot happening here. And we have got to win these at the away games, especially. The games that we want to be taking control of and taking, showing teams in Europe that we aren't scared and that we are going to go and attack them. And in fact, for the last 20 minutes of the first half, that's exactly what we're going to do. They're uninterested. They're not doing anything. We have been the better side. We've been very, very wasteful. Vinicius Jr. again having a shocking performance. In fact, it must be said that the entire 11 bar, who was it there? Bar Billy Vela are playing really bad. Obviously, Max Aarons and Sveel are as well having a good game. Aggressively going to say, I'm not happy with that. Come on, boys. And this could be two very unenthralling games on the bounce, and I apologise, but we can only play what's in front of us. Madueke strikes the ball at goal, and we are going forward. I am going to demand more out of the boys because this is pathetic as the clock's already at half an hour. Still no goalmouth action from us as Chad Darby then blasts it out to Billy Vela. Out to Vinicius Jr. on that left-hand side. Morgan Gibbs-White. He's got plenty of options. He looks for Vignato. Vignato does get ahead of him, and that will do. Not the nicest goal you'll see. The work-up move wasn't too bad, but Madueke messed up the first attempt, got the second bite, and starts it away quite nicely. So Gibbs-White with a lovely ball over to Vignato. Very surprised that Vignato got above his man, but he did. Madueke hits it down the middle. Keeper really with a good reaction save there, but Madueke reacts quickest. Typical poacher's finish and just slots the ball into the goal where the keeper's in no position to do anything about it. So Sorsek then does play it all the way back to Kobek, who's going to be a little bit upset by that goal because the first save was very, very good. Sousa then out to Sarmek, back to Vicek. Darby intercepts. Gravenberch launches the ball over for Madueke. Madueke is one-on-one and Kubek with a great save. Not good for us, guys. We don't want all these good saves. There's Madueke at the back post. Lovely header. Go on, son. Tekabab is on for a hat-trick. He wants it. Is up for it. And the half-time team talk really seems to put a fire up the backside of the boys. Let's go. We still noted that Vinicius Jr., he asked for a contract and I said he wasn't deserving of one just yet. We'd have a look at the end of the season. And since then, he hasn't put in a single shift. So the kid, if he wants a new contract, he's going to have to step his... Oh, terrible. Please tell me we've got Madueke on penalties, because if he doesn't get a penalty here for his hat-trick, that's a little bit upsetting. But going back to Vinicius Jr., I'm not going to give players a contract who are not deserving on one. I'm quite strict that way. If he doesn't like it, he knows where the door is. I'm not going to bow to player pressure. Or player power. There is no such thing. Oh, Madueke steps up for his hat-trick, slides it to the right, keeper dives to the left. Absolutely beautiful. His first appearance in European competition, and Madueke absolutely smashes it with a hat-trick. Beautiful. So we are going to just drop a little bit of praise onto the lads. We'll drop back now into a bit more of a balanced mentality. There's no need to try and keep the pressure on, and we're just going to see out the rest of the game as the clock ticks down nicely. Aaron's on the right hand side, finds Gibbs-White, passes it inside to Vignato. Vignato going to go it alone. He tries, but runs into trouble. Alankien then does get the ball forward, and Buemo, a former player of ours from Brentford. Hotek then back out to Alain Kaya, and Darby's there to collect it. Vinicius Jr. then, is he going to try and do something special here? Looks that way, runs the length of the pitch, and a very, very weak effort. Very easy for Kubek just to get down to his left-hand side, but that is going to finish Wolves 3, Slavia Prague 0, and a dominant away performance in Europe. I appreciate it's only Prague, but that's our first European game, so that was lovely to see. We're going to tell the boys passionately, very happy with the result and the way you played. Boom. Thank you very much for the support, guys. Really do appreciate it. Obviously, I do know that this one's been a bit of a long one. But our first England game, I had to bring that to you. How could I not? Shame it wasn't in a better situation. And obviously, the result itself wasn't fantastic. Speaking of England results, though, the second game that we played, I wish we'd have shown you instead. Because would you look at the state of that? And if we just come into the match stats here, Marcus Rashford hat-trick, Mason Greenwood hat-trick, Declan Rice on the score sheet as well. Absolute domination of Wales. Beautiful. You love to see it. If you're new around here, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Really do appreciate that. Hit the like button for us today if you can. We will be back on Monday. I'll see you then. Have a great weekend. Much love.